Hi, my name is Alexis. In this video, I will be introducing you to a video communications platform called Zoom Workplace. Zoom Workplace was founded by a man named Eric Johan in the year of 2011. The way in which you could access Zoom could be one of the two ways. The first way is you can access and join meetings virtually from a web browser. In this case, I will be using my Safari web browser to show you. Simply type in Google, then type in Zoom, and what should pop up first on your screen is a Zoom website, and you could click on that website directly itself. Or the second way that you can access Zoom Workplace is that you can download the Zoom Workplace on Apple stores for intended iPhone users or download on Google Play for intended Android users. So in this case, I am an iPhone user, so I will be opening up my App Store app on my iPhone. Then I will simply type in Zoom. And as you can see, there's lots of Zoom apps that pop up. The free tier app is the Zoom Workplace, so we will be opening up that together. And then it pops up to this page. So the intended purpose of this tool is that it allows users to join a meeting or host a meeting virtually in meeting rooms where they're able to communicate with each other using video, audio, phone, and chat features. Zoom's main mission and goal is to enable people to connect and collaborate on group topics and discussions in a more effective way. Zoom is not intended for individuals under the age of 16. The only exception would be through a school subscriber using Zoom Workplace for the purpose of educating students between kindergarten through grade 12. The Zoom Workplace app is free to download and use its basic features. However, Zoom also offers paid subscription tiers such as Pro and Business. Those plans provide additional and more advanced features for business users. My overall impressions of Zoom is that it's very reliable and a positive platform to connect virtually with work, education, and social connection across geographical distances. I personally was introduced to Zoom during COVID in 2020 when the pandemic was in effect. So when social connection wasn't physically available, I often relied on Zoom for emotional, social, and mental connection. I do believe that Zoom could be used in an educational setting in the following ways. The first way would be to have live interactive virtual classes. An example of that would be to offer participation between the students and the teacher to collaborate and to reach a goal. The same goes for boss and employees and coworkers. The next way would be to deliver lectures, which would be posting school lectures and discussing them and giving feedback. And the last way would be to facilitate real-time communication, which would be using the features such as screen sharing, breakout rooms, which are mini group rooms of people in the meeting to break up a discussion or come up with a plan or goal as a team. And the last would be to use the chat function. So if you're not comfortable with raising your hand or unmuting yourself to speak, you can connect by typing in your response and still feeling included that way. So I do believe that Zoom has some pluses and minuses. I will be talking about the pluses first. So the pluses of Zoom are that it's user-friendly and it's reliable and also has a high-quality audio and video. However, the minuses of Zoom are that there are cost increases with the paid plans, privacy concerns, which can impact a Zoom's user trust and security when using the platform, and also users do experience technical issues, so that could be a drawback as well. So from my experience using the Zoom Workplace, there's been some safety concerns, which include Zoom bombing. Zoom bombing includes unwanted guests disrupting the meeting. The next would be privacy issues and software vulnerabilities that would expose personal information. And I would recommend using the Zoom Workplace. The reason why I would recommend using Zoom Workplace is because it's easy to set up and use and manage. It could also improve your interactions socially, emotionally, mentally. You can work like you're side by side when you're not. And I would give some reasons why I wouldn't recommend the tool. I just listed 2 reasons, and that would be because there are, with the free Zoom tier app, which we are using, it only allows a 40-minute limit time on meetings, which could be a significant drawback for some peoples and users who want to connect longer for a longer duration and don't want to be cut off. And then the next reason, like I said, is technical glitches. So some people experience technical glitches where they're not connected to their audio, or their audio is not working properly, and you're not able to hear the person. So those are overall my impressions of the Zoom app. The next thing that I will be doing is demonstrating the app itself for you. So as you can see at the top here, there are 4 icons. There is, you can start a meeting, you could join a meeting, and usually with joining a meeting, it requires a personal meeting ID, which comes with a passcode. So once you type in your meeting ID there, and then click next, it will prompt you to type in a passcode. And then you type in the passcode and click join. This is a schedule. So this is basically just telling you the duration of the meeting and more information about it. And next is sharing your screen. So this is sharing your screen with Zoom and allowing others to see what you see. Down below, there are some other features which you can see. You could contact and chat with the people that are on Zoom. There's Zoom Mail that you could set up as well. So you can sign in with Google or sign in with Microsoft. The next is you could have a calendar and write in the days of your meetings and organize it that way. And this more icon is just other icons that you could use. So there's whiteboards there, which is basically like brainstorming and visualing ideas. There's documents. You could share your Zoom docs, which allow others to view them and collaborate on them as well. So now I'll be going into a meeting to show you Zoom's main functions.